The Sicilian defense is the most powerful opening for black, and it starts after the move e4, and here, instead of playing e5, black goes c5. So what's the idea behind this move? The idea behind this move is to create imbalanced position from the beginning of the game and fight for the center with the wing pawn. Black then advances his d or e pawns in order to control some critical squares in the center. Since Sicilian defense have a lot of theory, so instead of covering it in one video, I'm gonna upload variation by variation so it will be easy for you to understand. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. From here, white have some responses. White can play d4, which is the Smith-Morran gambit, or even he can go knight c3 and then d4, which is the open Sicilian. White can also play c3, which is the elephant variation, and knight c3, which is the closed variation of the Sicilian defense. And if you are having a bad day, you might also face b4, which is the wing gambit. And you should not take this gambit lightly because people have lost to it in just 8 moves. So in this video, I'm gonna give you a brief idea about all of these variations, and in the upcoming videos, we are going to see these variations in depth. So first, let's look at c3. This is the elephant variation of the Sicilian defense. White's idea is to play d4 in order to have a strong control in the center. Here, black have 2 responses, either to play knight to f6 or d5 right away, which is the aggressive option. Here, white can also play knight to c3, which is the closed Sicilian. The idea behind this move is to don't open up the center and instead play g3 to fiancé to his light square bishop and then continue his development. Now let's look at one of the most popular variation in the Sicilian defense, which starts after the move knight f3. And from here, there are some responses for black. Black can play d6 in order to support this pawn, which is the open Sicilian. There's also e6, which is the French Sicilian, or even an early a6, which is the O'Kelly variation of the Sicilian defense. The main move here is d6, and then white goes d4. After that, you take this pawn and white recaptures this pawn with the knight. And here, you develop the other knight. Black goes knight c3, and from here, you have some choices. You can play g3 to fiancé to this bishop, or here you can play a6 with the idea of preventing white's pieces from jumping forward. Or you can also go with the classical Sicilian knight to c6. And here, white also have the aggressive option d4, which is the Smith-Morran gambit. You take this pawn, and after white plays c3, you recapture. White's idea is to sacrifice a pawn and get a lead in development. So after something like e6, and this gives white enough time to develop all his pieces and launch a powerful attack. Well, I will be bringing more videos on the Sicilian defense later, and in the meantime, you can check out these amazing traps in the Sicilian defense, or you can learn some other chess openings by clicking on this right playlist.